Hello, everybody. I just wanted to go over some information about writing equations in Google Docs and some of the symbols you might have to use um, as we go through these assignments online. So there are a couple different ways that you can get equations into a Google Doc or even a Google Slide. One really good, easy way to do it in Google Docs specifically is to go to the Insert menu and hit where it says Equation. So this will allow you to have some different Greek letters if you needed it, different symbols like multiplications there, a plus or minus sign is there, there's a triangle symbol, perpendicular symbol, just to name a few. This will give you some greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, similarity, congruence, that's this one. It's kind of hard to read, but that's what that one is. This will allow you to do fractions, square roots, exponents is right here. Here are some parentheses for you to use as well if needed. And these are just arrows, which you probably won't use that too much, but they are there. Okay, so that's one way to do it. So a couple ones that you will probably use more often than others would be maybe the fraction one. So to do a fraction, so if I wanted to type 2/3, I don't want to do this because that's kind of hard to read. So you would hit new equation or insert equation. Once you hit that once, this shows up here. So new equation, and you'll see there's a little box. That's where you're going to put your equations here. To get out of the box, you can just use the right arrow. So to do a fraction like 2/3, I would click this, and then you would hit 2, and then let me try that again. It got messed up. Once you hit the 2, you just hit the tab button to get down to the denominator, and there's your 2/3. Now, if it's too small, you can definitely make it bigger. Like change the font, highlight it, and change the size of it, because it will, at a size 11 font, it's pretty small. So, and if you want to do 2/3 x, and if you wanted to go beside, so if you type here, that's going to bring that x into the denominator. If you hit the right arrow, it will bring the x next to the fraction like that. So again, do fractions, just new equation, hit this numerator, tab, denominator, there's your fraction. And again, you can change the size of it if you want. That's completely up to you. Okay, a lot of times I do change the size of the fractions because they're so small. Okay, if you wanted to do an exponent, new equation, that would be this one. You're going to do x to the power of b. It doesn't need to be x to the power of b. It could be something to any power. So I could do a, right? And if I want to go to the exponent, I hit the right arrow on my computer, and it brings me to the exponent squared. If I want to get out of the exponent, I hit the right exponent again, and I can do a plus sign. I want something else with an exponent, I can hit that. Here's base of b, right arrow, exponent. Right arrow, out of the exponent, here's an equal sign. If I wanted a base again, there's a base of c, exponent, 2, right arrow. Now once you have, just to show you, once you have your base to get to the exponent, you just hit right arrow, and it gets you to the exponent. So, and sometimes it takes a little bit of practice, so use your best judgment there with what you have to do. Another one that you might have to use is a pi symbol. And here's the pi symbol right here. If you go to new equation and you see all these Greek letters, there's your pi symbol, because we will be doing things like pi r squared for the area of a circle. So that's where you're going to get the pi symbol from. So again, it comes from here. There it is. Now, another way that you can do an exponent, if you don't want to use that equation tool, is you can do format text and do a superscript, which also has a shortcut of control plus the period. So to do that, it would be X and then format text, superscript. Now you can see it's in the exponent and there's your squared. The only thing is, to get out of the exponent, you have to go back to format text, superscript, and turn it off. So the equation tool is actually faster once you learn how to use it. It's actually faster when it comes to doing the equations. If you want to put something inside of a parenthesis, new equation, here's your parenthesis, and now you're inside the parenthesis, x plus 2. You want to get out of the parenthesis, you just hit the right arrow. If you want to get out of the equation and start typing, you just hit right arrow until that blue square is gone, and then you can type however you want to. Another tool that I have found is a Chrome extension. So if you use Chrome on your computer, there's a Chrome extension called Equagio. It looks like that. So if you want a Chrome extension, just search Chrome. Chrome Web Store works really well. And go to extensions, and you can, research equations. Or there's, oh, that's interesting. I wouldn't think that would come up. Equation editor. There's quick equations, a fast shortcut-based equation editor with real-time preview. And if you want this, it's some of them you have to buy, right? But this one would be free. I actually haven't tried this one. You can just add it to Chrome, add the extension, and it shows up here. Mine all end up here. I have a whole bunch of different ones. Another one that I use is called Equagio. This one is one that I've already have downloaded. So you can add those, and you can see I've already added them. And you can play around with those to use as well. So for this one here, at the bottom, it says insert math, right? Edit math. You can't really see it all. Let me sort of shrink this down a little bit. There it is. So you can insert, edit math, insert math. Here it is, equation editor. I haven't really played around with this one too much. And you can start typing. And this one's really cool because you can do like 2 over. You can just, if you wanted a fraction, you just write the word over and it gives you fractions. 2, 3, and then you say insert math, and it takes a moment, and then you can see there it is. Ta-da! And it inserts it as an image. So if you want to edit it, you would have to click on it and hit edit math to be able to edit it. So I thought, that's a really interesting Chrome extension. I have not used this one. So this quick equations could be another interesting one to try as well. So I don't know how that one actually works. Might have to have this one closed in order to use that other one. So just some advice on, there it is right there. I don't know how you get it into the equation. Oh, you just drag it, drop it, and it's huge. Look at that. Ta-da! Just messing around with it. So you can see some of these things. I don't even really know how to use these extensions yet, but they're fun to download if you use Google Chrome. They're fun to download and try and use if it makes it easier. But in all honesty, I would probably use this one the most if I'm in Google Docs. If you're in Google Slides or in Google Forms or something other than Google Docs, then these Chrome extensions work much better. So if you have questions about that, please make sure that you contact me. So I hope you found this video helpful, and good luck with your typing.